A man stopped at a flower shop to order some flowers to be sent to his mother who lived 200 miles away. As he got out of his car, he noticed a little boy sitting on the curb, crying very softly. He walked over to the young boy and asked him what was wrong, and the young boy replied, I wanted to buy a rose for my mother, but I only have 75 cents, and a rose costs $2. The man smiled and said, "Come on in with me, son. I'll buy you a rose." They both walked into the flower shop, and the man bought the little boy his rose. He also ordered 3 roses for his own mother. As they were leaving, he offered the boy a ride home. The young boy replied, "Yes, please. You can take me to my mother." They stepped into the man's car and drove away. As they were driving, the young boy directed him to a cemetery. When they reached the cemetery, the little boy opened the passenger door and ran out into the cemetery. He stopped by a freshly dug grave and kneeled down beside it. As the man got out of his car to follow the boy, he saw the little boy place the rose down gently onto the freshly dug grave and began to speak. "Mom, it's only been 4 days since you left us, but I still miss you so much each and every day. I hope that someday God will bring us together again. I love you, Mommy." The young boy began to cry. Feeling sorry for him, the man leaned down behind the boy and wrapped his arms around him. After the young boy had seemed to calm down, the man stood up again and asked, "Are you ready to go, son?" The little boy bent over and kissed his mother's headstone. Then he turned to the man, wiped his tears, and replied, "Thank you so much for helping me to buy the flowers for my mom. It means so much to me. I'm sorry to have troubled you. You can take me home now." The man stared at the little boy for a moment in amazement, and then finally walked him to the car and drove him home. After dropping the little boy off at his house, the man returned to the flower shop where he had ordered 3 roses earlier for his mother. He got out of his car and walked to the customer service desk in the flower shop. He approached the store clerk and canceled the order he had made earlier. Looking around, he walked over to a freshly cut bouquet of a dozen red roses and asked the clerk to gift wrap the roses. After purchasing the bouquet of red roses, the man drove the 200 miles to visit his mother out of state.